Hi, this is Nkechi from The Vent. I would like to welcome you to The Vent Craft if you're just joining me for the first time. I make it a point of duty in this channel to show you how to make lovely, unique fascinator designs, as well as tips and tricks in your millinery journey. And I crown it up with some catalogs on new designs I create to increase your creative ability. So today I'm going to be giving you a double package. The first is on how to make this 360-degree molded fascinator, and the second is an answer to your question. Remember this fascinator I put up? Some of you asked to know how I made the feathers. So we're going to be doing justice to that. Yes, Ubuchuku Nkiru, Oroluwagbaye, and Adebola, you asked the question. Yes, why I call this 360 molded fascinator is because the feathers can be turned 360 degrees to give you a different style. Before we dive into today's training, if you've not subscribed, click that subscribe button and also the bell notification. Now let's dive in. So we start off with making our feathers, and we'll be needing scissors, your uhu gum, your cutter, your iron rod or hot wire. Yeah, it bends easily like so. Your bias, matching color with the feathers. Now this is the feathers. I've already pulled it out. I'm going to be making use of yellow. It actually comes from these long feathers that you buy in a pack, and you just pull it out like so, and that's all you need to do. So let's get moving. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out the measurement I want. It depends on how long you want your feathers to be. If you want it short, okay. If you want it very long, okay. But take note, you can bend the rod to you can bend it anyhow you want. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our bias and covering it. Now why you cover it with the same color of bias, it's so that you're not seeing a different color inside. So the feathers is just what you see. This will blind. If any part of this shows, you won't notice it because it is the same color. So we're going to be wrapping it round like so. I would advise you to stay to the very end of this video because there is an opportunity to win to attend the Ventcraft Academy Brooch Class 2 for free, where you will get to learn how to make the brooch I used to make this 360-degree molded fascinator you would soon see. Okay, so you wrap all the full length of the hot wire. So this is the way you end it. Next step is to get your thread. Now this is 4 strands of thread joined together, and I'm going to be using it to tie the feathers on the rod that I've covered, placing them the way I want them to appear. Now take note that when you move a layer below the first one you have done or any one you have done, you should ensure that the feathers you're putting in the next layer covers the thread of the previous one. So keep watching and learning. The Ventcraft Academy, born by the request of you, my dear subscribers, where we train you on how to make turban, hearts, hand fan, veils, bouquet, fascinator, brooches, and much more, it's still on. If you check the description of this video, you would see the link to the reception where you get to know our schedule for the month and much more. Keep watching to see how I close it up at the very end. Now if you're gaining value from this video so far, please do give me a thumbs up. Yes, click that thumbs up button to say you're enjoying the video. Okay, so we've answered your question on how to make these feathers. This is the way it can be bent in so many ways and also straightened. Now we head over to our 360 degrees molded fascinator. Now that's the brooch someone is going to win how to learn for free, and that's our feathers we just made and the molded fascinator. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use thread to sew the feathers. Now you might be wondering, why am I using black? Now on top I'm going to be covering it with a brooch, so it's not going to be seen, but underneath you can see the under is black, so I make use of black. Then as I'm passing, I pass close to the thread that I just brought out, so it's not visible to the eyes at all. Now if you want to know how to make this molded fascinator, you can check the link above. It will show you how to make molded fascinator with pad, because this was made with pad and then covered with bridal satin and also a kind of transparent net. If you noticed, I placed the brooch on top. That's just to check to see how far I can go with threading the feathers, because I want the feathers firm and also the place where I thread should be able to be covered with the brooch. Now in the video that you would watch on how to make a molded fascinator, it's not the same type of mold, but it's the same process for all molds, aside those that have a different like they have 2 layers, then you have to mold differently. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's see, I'm bending it the way I want, so you can do that. So the next thing I'm going to do is attach the brooch to the fascinator. So I'm going to be making use of the glue gun and press it and just place it there to cover. And that's a 360 degree molded fascinator. Okay, now over to our challenge for the day. To win, to attend the brooch class 2, where you would learn how to make the brooch I just used on this fascinator, just type in the comment section below the answer to this question. What was the name of the video where I was told to teach how to make the feathers? Just give me the name of the video, the title of the video where I was told to make the feathers I just made now. So the winner would be announced next week. Thanks for watching and staying tuned to the very end. Remain blessed.